It's the Cable
All right, chat, I'm going to let y'all decide. Should I draft a boring old Johnny deck or a very boring old Nadu deck? Huh? What do you think? Bizarre? I'm not bizarring. It's just not even on the table. Boros Stinky Nadu. Chat seems pretty unified. So if I wanted to prove my own agency, I would ignore them and take the Ajani. Yes. Yeah, I'm my own man. I'm my own. I'm a big man. I make my own decisions. It's my stream, and fine. I'll take the braid. Well, there's a couple sick ones here. I like the Green Sun Zenith to find the Nadu. Big fan of that Wanshi Tong, though. A whole lot of bodies in a Wanshi Tong. In an ideal world, Green Sun would be wheeling anyway, right? Bird Tribal. Bird up. Bird up, my wizards. Somebody's dualies here. I'm going to take that drain, of course. Going to drain it up. Just going to take a mana dork here. What a sexy little goblin shaman. I bet a very smart and attractive content creator got to spoil that card. Wouldn't give that to just anybody. So I'm a little tempted by this Teferi. How do we feel at a White Splash? In terms of playable creatures here, there's Lockmare. Kind of playable, kind of good. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna take that fucking Teferi. The woman's free skate figure skater said she plays MTG in her off time. One of us. One of us. And the bird tribal continues. Hey, Pi118 thinks the $4.20. You want to request a song? You think I can just be bought? Yeah, let's check this out. This is off of Greyhawk, Call of the Hawk. The track's called Demon Star. Beautiful pack here. Thinking about Sea Spell, Preordained. I'm thinking about all of it. There's the whole pack. Probably taking that Antuku. It's like a traditional combo card with Nadu, but just so you have enough bodies when you're comboing, it's not actually that good with Nadu. Yeah, I'm going to take the Counterspell. I talked myself into Counterspell. And I'm going to grab Flooded Strand. Going to help with that Fairy Splash and all that. Note that Vibrance can get any land, so you can use that to find a Strip Mine or a Gaia's Cradle, whatever. I would have put it in my last deck. And the double white on Palace Jailer is turning me off. I'm just going to grab the Temple Garden. Mana looking good. Me? Favorite kind of star right there, the Demon Star. You think a Time Walk would be nice? A Time Walk would be trash. I wouldn't wipe my ass with a Time Walk. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking of a different card. Yeah, Time Walk would be nice. Are there any combos with Lockmare? That's a good question. It's not good, but Yawgmoth. Use Yawgmoth to load it up with the -1/-1 counters. You also would not wipe your ass with a Time Walk. I'm just gonna grab that Hollowed Fountain. Would I wipe my ass with a Time Warp? That's actually all that I wipe my ass with. And I ran out of Time Warps like 3 months ago. It's been pretty rough. The neighbors are starting to notice. Besides the fetch and maybe Teferi, we don't have a lot going to the bin for this Uro. Hey, there's a real one. Some of that good mana, huh? How do I feel about wistfulness? Any of y'all ever play whist? I gotta have some oldies in chat. Hey, Bristly Bill, there's a Nadu combo. Sorry, in this sense, oldies is not meant as an insult. It's a shorthand for old people. You better believe we played some whist. Hell yeah. Experienced people, thank you very much. Well seasoned. Seasoned like the finest pyromancer. You played a lot of whist back when you bet your men's parlor friends that you could travel around the globe in 80 days? Oh yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like quite an adventure. Did you share the tale in novelized form? You played the Macintosh kids game version of Around the World in 80 Days? Huh. I have no idea what you're talking about. They're allowing adult dogs into the puppy bowl? Not in my fucking America. We're gonna need an elite squad of heavily armed paramilitary to go in there and fucking get those dogs. Yeah, regular cops. Just any old normal cop will do. Fuck. What am I doing here? Chrome Mox? I guess. You want to get the Minskin here? We have 2 mana dorks that produce red, I suppose. Little on-color fetch action. Oh, there's a Boots. I might take that Boots. We're just a little low on Nadu combos with Bill here. And Heath is like premium. It's primo mana, but our mana base is already looking kind of good. So I'll do the stupid pick. Chariot's got some sub-synergies with Nadu. Wacklist, thanks to the $4.20. You have a bird-inspired Siren Quest. The Gear Hulk tutoring up Lava Spur Boots or Portable Hole is kind of interesting. I'm going to grab the Noble, though. Keep it on color for now. Keep it toit. Oh, there's Greaves. Okay. Well, now I really wish I had the Green Sun Zeniths for the Nadu, huh? Parallax Wave does solve some problems for us. It's worth considering. But yeah, I'm just going to grab Greaves. Greaves kind of cool with the Chariot and such here anyway. Do we want a library? Are we a bunch of fucking nerds? Gonna go read at the Library of Alexandria. If the Library of Alexandria was so good, then why isn't there one today, huh? That's what I thought. All right. We have a bird-inspired request from Wacklist. This song request is for the birds. Bird Problems. Bird Problems is the name of the band. The track's Pigeon Superstition. So Path would help. That is something that White's giving us, is actual removal. The Sanctum's real nice, huh? Real clean. Got these double blues on too. Yeah. Still trying to avoid double white. I finally break down at a second. At a double white card. Shredder's a bird. Yeah, we're trying to keep it to playable birds. Try to avoid Wrath Mana Dork decks, but I could see boarding it in. Oh, we grabbed extra cards at the end there. I was like, why is it only saying 2 basics? Perfect. And the deck doesn't really need the basic planes, but we do have this Vista. This is a lot better if we can fetch all basics. Is Chromox that good? It is, yeah. I like those easy questions. This is not a lot of artifacts for a Chromox deck. There's like 2. Like, what, 2? That was a good draw there. If you couldn't tell. Fun little tune. Don't do it, opponent. Sure thing, boss. Pest Infestation would be our best card here by a lot. Pest Infestation would no longer be very good. I guess it's comforting to know that they didn't have a Blightsteel to tinker for. Could be trapped in their hand, of course. Got me. Gargadon has entered the exile zone. I guess it's an answer to your own One Ring is the idea. Oh, man. That Teferi was so important. That fucking Time Warp was so important. You remember the state of things before the Time Warp turn? But yeah, really happy with Shorokai helping me keep pace with this One Ring so far. That's been impressive, too. 9? You're making 9 mana? What are you going to do with 9 mana? You can't do anything with 9 mana. That's impossible. Oh my god, they're using their mana. Nah, dog. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not playing a time spiral game. Not bad, eh? Yeah, the game was sweet. It just like bridged the library draw into the Shorokai draw, and the opponents just like slam in one ring, and we got to like face off with those. Both of us just having all the cards in the universe. They could have indeed sacked the Ledge Shredder to Gargadon to prevent me from getting the tokens. Wouldn't have prevented lethal there, but they could have done it. Opponent's got enough stuff that I want to tuck that I'm going to add to Fairy and cut Lockmare. I think we'll be alright. Their Gorgo was 1 damage off lethal. The Gorgo couldn't come into play. We had a Teferi. Kind of dicks up Suspend real good. When Teferi first was printed, Ancestral Vision was still in the cube. And there were some very sad games of Magic where people suspended Ancestral Visions, and then their opponent played it to Teferi before it came off unsuspend. And that was devastating. That was fucking devastating. I was just given some very not devastating burritos by my very lovely wife. Thank you! Yeah, I'll keep this. This is DMTG, the hero of the stream. Interesting. I was going to lead on Portico, but I think I want to have Counterspell up as a potential turn 2 play. Give myself the option, right? You had a paper opponent just not believe that it stopped Atali. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it should stop Atali, huh? I would like to play my Atali off my Sheldock Isle. Whoa. We agree that that's what you would like to do. Hi, Bremner1, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 79 months. I'll just leave this guy here so we don't forget about him. The most mana I've gotten from Mana Draining Cube? Huh. I had one of my opponents Mana Drain my Emrakul just for the mana. That wasn't me, though. A lethal X spell? Maybe. Did they ever have that blue-red, like, deal X damage, draw that many cards card? In Vintage Cube? I think they have. Like, a long time ago. I don't remember Stroke of Genius being in, but I believe you. Trying to fog with One Ring here. Looks like we might be actually Nadu comboing this game. We'll see. One Noble Hierarch. Now that is a great chain. Tell you what. Ow. Excuse me. Some beats. My Taco Bell has been defeated. Collective Brutality is the card that could help finish off the Nadu there. Opponent's playing black. Is that enough reason to board in Endurance? I guess they played the 2-2 that rebuys. Is Endurance better than Tideminder? Look at this thing. Sure. Chill over here, draw some cards. Why not? Just playing my things, playing my cards, doing my stuff. You demand pillows of pasta? I don't know what you're talking about, but I do share your demand. That sounds awesome. Pillows of pasta and barrels of whiskey. That's right. 1 damage hasty. Sure thing, boss. Wouldn't be the worst spot to time warp. I feel like I can do more with it later, though. Have I listened to Angine de Poitrine? I have not. Are they good? What genre are they? Bird up. And they're just dead here, right? You 6 them, you untap. You can just 6 them again, but you can also, like, Lockmare, tap down the Ravager, and play another hasty thing, get a Chariot, whatever you want to do. It'd be nice to save the Flooded Strand for post-Bristly Bill, but I don't really want to fetch out a basic Plains. My mana base is too good for that. We'll go get our Tri-Land here. Fun one. Am I in a folk mood? I might be in a folk mood. The late game library. Turn 4 is the late game in Vintage Cube. Yeah, I was thinking like either they do something and I get to mana drain them, or they don't do something. I get to start drawing with library. Either way, it fucking rules. I mean, turn 4 is the late game in Vintage Cube. According to the arena stats, the average game of a powered arena cube lasts like a little over 6 turns. So this is it. The late game. It's an extremely fast format. Can they protect it? Yeah, of course they can. They're draining back, huh? Yeah, go, Jimmy. If you're just going to play a Pessimist Station this turn, you got to be real careful with that, because they can sack the treasure token in response. So you'd want to do 0 tokens, or 0 targets. But if there was, like, other permanents, then maybe you'd split it up, and that'd be fine. Just so long as one of the targets is legal at the end of it all. One's down to 1 in hand. We got a lot of cards in hand, but a lot of them are mana. That Hull Breacher is also terrifying. Well, they wouldn't run out the Cutter unless they had another play here. Faithless Looting, but a Hellbent Faithless Looting. I don't know if I would do that. I think I would wait a turn on the Cutter. Like, having the 2/2 in play doesn't do anything. I've got a 3/3. Well, 2's good enough for me. I'm not going to get greedy. Note that if I Lightning Greaves this Bristly Bill, I won't be able to put counters on him anymore, but I think that's fine. Mark Chalice says they finished their taxes, submitted them last night. Well done, Mark. That's super ahead of time. Impressive. Ned Flanders' behavior. And I sent an extra $5 because the government deserves it. Just doing my civic duty. I don't have a good Ned Flanders impression. I don't have a good anything impression. I need to work on my impressions. How can I call myself a Twitch streamer with no impressions? Oh, it's good for you, Macabre. I'm going to give them a treasure there. Nice skill paid in. I am very jealous. How good would a Gaia's Cradle be here? Seven mana? What are we doing with 7 mana? Okie dokie. So that's a 6/6. Is that just eating my 4/4? Or I guess the pest token's better. that would be very dead. Are these your final blocks? No, they're not. Could not activate and just Shorkai on my turn. I guess they would get a draw card off the ferry. Yeah, I'll just activate Mobile. All right, they've got 8 damage in play. Feeling all right about this spot. Yeah, I'm supposedly supposed to do that, Lord of Ham. I typically eat the fee every year. You do get a penalty for not doing it. It's a small fine. So you have to do the math on whether paying the small fine is worth holding on to your money for an extra period of time. What the fuck are they doing, huh? Flashy nonsense. I think I'm just gonna submit. I do like that Uro doesn't care about counters that much. Oh, but it face plants into Hull Breacher. I'll just submit. Very cool, Webby. Were there local tales and legends about him? Thought about just passing, keeping the Tidebinder up. Well, at least we got a whole target. Brutal Bionome. Oh man, we're getting real ancestralist up in this. And Time Walk? What the fuck? Now that should be illegal. I guess it's a fucking finals, huh? Oh. Excuse me. They can kind of serve 4 drops. They can do all kinds of wiping. I actually dislike this. I think I should have gone Greaves, Birds of Paradise, equip Birds of Paradise, and then tap it for the portable hole. Oh well. You wouldn't recommend using the waiver on something as small as missing an estimate because it's a once in a lifetime thing. What? Do you have an example of an appropriate use for the waiver? Would it have to be some real scumfuckery? Oh, they're hellbent. Tony Scaponi, thanks for the raid. Welcome. Hope you had a great stream, Tony. We're jamming Vintage Cube, listening to folk music, and talking about taxes. Pretty much the most exciting stream that you can do. Seventh life is not a lot of lives. I know you're about combos. Yes, you are indeed. The most combo-y comboer who ever comboed. Speaking of combos, I'm not sure I'm going to get out of this. Maybe a Nadu rip. Could get in front of some critters, some things. I was really hoping the Tideminder would be able to eat the DRC the previous turn. Top 8 of the Vintage Showcase. Hey, congrats. I think I'm chumping here. Pretty unpleasant. Thinking about sacking this Canopy, actually. Yeah, let's do that. DED dead. So we won the game that they played no power, and we lost the game that they played recall and time walk. Huh. This endurance looks very good against what they're doing. Gonna bring that in over this shitty Gear Hulk. Yes, yes. All right, this looks fine. Hey, go enjoy your family, Tony. Have a great evening. This hand is slow as shit for this deck, which is unfortunate. Just no, like, Mana Dork. Oh, now they've got the library, huh? Okay, okay. We twalking. Good old time walk. Tempo beats screw. Yeah, I don't think either of those are. What's that going on here? The other line is to, like, Pest Infest for 1 and make 2 1/1s, which I don't think is worth a counter. Whoa, Nadu resolved. That I did not expect. Yeah, I wonder what their hand looks like. Must just be a bunch of flash dorks, but they didn't flash in a dork. Hullbreaker makes sense, I guess. A little fluting. A lot of Spur Boots is a lot better if you only have a Nadu than a Greaves here. Then I guess I might as well get this one down, huh? Hey! If I ever worn 2 pairs of boots at the same time, of course. Gotta have a backup pair of boots. Good chance we die. But everybody dies sometimes, huh? Even No Death Charlie. Fucking Charlie. If they don't kill me and let my bird resolve, then I'm gonna have quite the turn. I think there's a good chance I die, though. 6 mana? 7 mana. Yeah, it's just lethal. Right, 7 plus 7 already. GG. Well, 5-1 on the day. Still not bad. I am going to take a bathroom break. That is where I run a commercial, typically, and leave my desk